Come on, ye ground dwellers. It's time to go back to Aldarra and find our riches.
Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop where we're going to continue working on the airships from the new Kickstarter game, or the Kickstarter for the new game, I should say, Aldarra, which takes place in the world of Sordain. Anyway, I am trying to figure out what to do with this bottom part of the Odarian Empire frigate. So while I figure that out, we're going to put that aside, and we're going to work on the Sindar Empire destroyer right here, this guy. Now, of course, because they are cast in different colors, like I said, originally this was an all yellow. This one was an all blue. But I primed them so that I can paint them. But I've decided I'm going to try and keep kind of the same color palette, which is why this guy is yellow. So we're going to make this one blue. And we're going to start with a beautiful Kaldor sky from Citadel Paints. And that's going to give us our nice base coat. And then, of course, after that, we'll build up from there. Looks like it might be time for me to get new paints. And, of course, again, like I said, I don't really have a way. Haven't quite figured out a way yet to put these on one of my painting handles, so I'm not. There we go. We got a little bit of blue. Take a touch of water. Thin it out, and then we're just going to go hog wild on this thing. We're going to worry about picking out details and all that stuff later. So for now, we're just going to go blue. You know, the guns will be silver, and there'll be silver accents. But for right now, all that matters is the blue. And we're doing just about everything. This wondrous, happy blue color. And then we'll worry about picking out details later. Now, one of the things that isn't going to be blue, though, is the deck. That we're going to try and do brown. You know, wood and all that. And so far, I have found that these actually are quite easy and quick to paint up so far. And they look real good. You know, it's kind of coated with their home color. Put back on. I'm really enjoying just how kind of fast and easy these are to paint up. But at the same time, I mean, there's a ton of them, ton of miniatures in the game to be painted up. So if you are going to kind of try your best to paint the whole set, having something that's relatively easy and quick to paint up is a good thing. There we go, that's what I was looking for. My Aldarra blue is just about ready to be replaced. Oh. Again, like I said, it's just quick and easy. To paint up, you don't have to worry too much. You know, and since I really like this color of blue, probably what we're going to do is we're going to get a slightly more delicate brush than the medium layer that I'm using here. And we're going to do the windows on the frigate, because I like this blue. Now, of course, these being, you know, when you get them, they'll be your miniatures. You can paint them however you wish, whatever colors you wish. My wish is that I just paint them and paint them in the color, sorted in the colors that they were molded in. And bring out some of the detail. And I'm liking how it's turning out. It's a nice, good, solid blue. Again, if you get paint where that color doesn't quite belong, that's okay. It'll get cleaned up when you tidy up. Or potentially change colors. Like this one, I have far more of a clear idea of what I want to do than the frigate. But we'll get back to the frigate. We'll finish it. Okay, so we're going to put that aside just for a minute. Let it kind of dry up. As you can see, the blue is quite striking. It's quite nice. Going to clean off this brush. Off to the side where I've got my paper towel to clean it off. Alright. We are going to go to my small layer brush. And now we're going to take the frigate. This has just a little bit more control. And we're going to start painting in the windows. Here. And again, you know, if you overpaint or make a mistake, that's all right, because you'll go back over with the other color and clean it back up. There we are. See, we're about halfway done. Well, halfway done the first layer of blue on the windows. Be as neat as you can when you're doing this, but if you overpaint and make a mistake, that's okay, because we'll just go back to the other color and tidy it up. So we'll leave that to dry. As you can see, he's got, a nice round of blue windows that they can look out of. It looks like the door has a porthole in it, so it's a little bit of blue too. Shows you where the windows are. There we are. Going back to our medium layer, our medium base, I should say, we are going to take a little bit, we're going to water down the blue. And we're going to give kind of a nice second layer. To help solidify and even out all that beautiful blue. Give it a nice even coat all around. Try and make it look just as pretty and even as you can. Of course, we'll come back and fix things as needed. nice blue ship, and we've done the big windows in the back the same color, and that's okay because they are going to turn out a little bit different than what we've got. Okay, and since I brought out a lot of blue, but I don't need that much, we're actually going to put it, try anyway. Kind of like putting a genie back in a lamp. There we are. It worked. Look at that. Now, I wouldn't worry about cleaning up around the windows until after the windows are finished. And when you do that, or when you do that, you'll see that the windows are going to pop, and they'll be great. Okay. Actually, we're going to stick with this. No, we're not. We'll save that for a little bit. Now we're going to take a smaller brush. We're going to use the Army Painter detail brush. We are going to take our lead belcher. Put a little bit on the palette. Just a touch of the water. Hopefully make it flow smooth. And then these curly cues, are going to kind of be done in a silver. And again, if you mess up a little bit, it can be fixed up. But going back, you can kind of see how some of the details are going to come out. And I thought kind of, blue and silver. It's kind of airy. Well, we kind of have it like that. Adds a little dimension to the ship. It helps bring a little bit of life to it. Which is nice, which is something I like. And then the gun batteries that are along the side, they're just gonna be painted the same color. And again, if it gets a little messy, that's okay. I'm just going to have a little bit of extra to it. As you can see, it takes a little bit of patience, a little bit of time. But it will definitely pay off in the end. So, as you can see, started doing some of the details of the ship. Now there's a small surprise on the ship that I'm gonna have to deal with. It's a good surprise. It wasn't something I was expecting, but I'm now kind of excited and looking forward to doing this. It looks like there's almost a four-winged bird that is the figurehead on the ship, which is cool. Which is very, very cool. So we'll have to deal with that, and I think that'll be cool. But we're out of time for today, so stay safe, keep safe, paint safe, and we'll see you next time in the workshop.